Hello and welcome to the Geek Lab, and this is part 2 of our continuing adventures with the £10 iMac Pro, which, if you haven't seen the first video, a quick recap. We bought this online, advertised as a dead G5. When we got there, we realised it's a Mac Pro and got it back, and found out it was just loose cards stopping it from booting. So we've, in the last video, fixed those issues. Also fixed, sort of, see the last video for details, sort of fixed a very noisy fan, bodged a very noisy fan, and we gave it a new hard drive and put Snow Leopard on it. Now in this video we are going to be upgrading the processors, putting Lion on it, and what we'll do, we'll benchmark it as it is now. Once I've done Lion, and then we will put the processors in and benchmark it again and see what we can do with it from there. But first of all, we have found a little problem with it. It appears on the memory slots, the lower ones, the slot doesn't want to work. We've tried all the memory modules in the upper slot and everything works fine. Both cards work fine. Nothing will work in the lower one. So what I'm going to do, I don't hold much hope out for this working, but it's worth a try. Shut it down, open her up, and use some isopropyl alcohol and try and clean out that slot. So just join me on the floor down there in a moment. I'll be right back. Right, it is a few days later after that last video, and we have arrived for the Mac Pro some 3 GHz dual core processors. Now, we do have on order some quad core processors, so that's going to be for a later update. And we've got extra memory, and I see it's working there on Facebook. Extra memory and possibly video card coming for this. So these are going to be for another upgrade video, but for this video we're going to go from the bog standard 2 GHz dual core processors to 3 GHz and see what a difference that makes. So what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to put Lion on this because this can go up to Lion as is. We are then going to benchmark it, see how it performs. Show a bit of gaming on it, just run Halo, see how it runs as it is. Then we're going to do the upgrade, put these in, benchmark it again, see how Halo runs with the new one, see what a difference that makes. And then on the future videos we're going to be putting extra memory in, and we've also got an SSD this can borrow, so we're going to see what it's like with an SSD, but that's for future videos. For the moment, first thing is going to put Lion on, and then begin the video we had trouble with the memory, and I've been watching videos since then, and it appears that you have to put these in not just pairs, one on this board, one on the lower board, another set on the top of the board, another set on the lower board, but they have to be matched by manufacturer. I've tried all these chips by themselves and they all appear to work. So what we're going to do is try them as matched pairs and see if we can get this up to it's 1 to 4 gigs. We've got a bit more than that coming, but maximum at the moment would be 4 gigs. So once we put Lion on, we'll do that, and because we're updating the processors, we're going to try and see. It is clicking. We're going to have another shot of that fan, see if we can get it working, because yeah, I don't want it running massively fast fans and speeds and still be gold. So what I've already done is, if I zoom you in, boom, 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 boom. The little Archia speaker there is being used for sound, although it's not plugged in at the moment. Better do that, hadn't I? Yes, I shall do that. But what we're going to do, start. Sorry, this is the best I can get in at this angle. Upgrading this to Lion. Now, Lion is not a fresh install. You have to have Snow Leopard, which this has got, and then you can put Lion on top of that. So, excuse me. Yeah, I have downloaded it. It's here somewhere. macOS update. And, yep, that's verifying and unpacking that. So, we'll be back. I shall get an adapter for the sound, and we'll look at Lion installing. We won't hang around it too much. We'll just do the necessary bits. So, back in a sec. Okay, it doesn't take long to get. This update requires Mac OS X 10.7. What have we got? Let's have a look. Oh, hang on. About this Mac, we are on 10.6. That's more interesting than I thought. I thought we were on Snow Leopard. Okay, must be on Leopard 10.6. Right, we're gonna have to do that update and then do line update. Wonderful. We'll keep that there on the desktop. We'll go and find out 10.6. Right, I'll be back. Right, it's lucky I wasn't doing this live. It turns out that the version I've acquired is an update only for Lion. I thought it was a bit small. I thought it was an update from Snow Leopard to Lion, but it's not. So I'm going to download a complete version of Lion, which I'm doing now. So got a half-hour wait. Joy. So I shall be back. Right, I managed to download this 10.7, what is it? 10.7.2, and it's opened up, so we'll see how genuine this is. I think we can install macOS application downloading from the internet. Open. I think we can install this from inside this, so yep. I think I just quit because I'm an idiot. Start that again. Open. Mac OS X 10.7 requires at least 2 GB of memory. Our next problem. So what we're going to have to do is open this up and try that memory theory. I'll be right back. Normally all I can get out of this is 1.5, so let's try this again. Right, this is the configuration I'm hoping will work. We've got half a gig of original Apple memory, some of which is hot because it wasn't used before, and half of a gig and a gig of secondary supplier memory on that one. So I'm going to slide these in and see if this will give us 2 gigs. Hopefully. Let's find out. Right, I'm not sealing her up until we know this works, but 2 gigs in. Let's see. Hit that one. No flushing so far. Might be in luck. If this does work, we'll try and get it to its full capacity, which is 3 gigs at the moment. I thought there was another 2 sticks around. Must be 3. We'll have a look. But that would mean putting another 2 on the top layer. We'll see if it works with these first. It shouldn't take long. There she comes. And let's have a look at what we get. Okay, it must... I've only put 2 gigs in there. You must have a gig on the board or something, because it's come up with... See for yourself. 3 GB of memory. So it must be... Yeah, there was only 2 on the riser, so... Must be 3. So I'm going to put these on the top board. Zooming you back out. And that should get us up to 4 gigs. Way more than this needs. Yes. I'll be right back. Right, just as an experiment, because I looked on these Apple ones, and I'd assumed they were half a gig each, but it doesn't actually say. So, there you go. It doesn't actually say, so I've taken F now, apart from one of these. We're going to see what value that gives us. Let's have a look. Right, about this mark. So yeah, there's my problem. Those sticks are, the 2 apple sticks are a gig each. So yeah, so that's 2 gigs in the upper tray, half a gig in the bottom. So that's 3 gigs. And we'll put the other half a gig in the top tray, and that should, if everything works, takes up to 4 gigs. And that's the memory issue resolved. That means the whole board works, because we were on Facebook saying the bottom slot doesn't work. We tried to clean it, as you saw in the beginning of the video, and yeah, it's a configuration issue. Let's put these in and see what happens. Right, there's the 2 1 gig Apple modules. There's 2 500 megabyte ones on the bottom card, and I've put another 2 on the top one. That should be how they're configured. So if I slam this in, well, not slam it, but place it in, and press fire. It's not flashing. It's a good sign. Let's see what we get, ladies and gentlemen, apart from a bong, because this thing is so fast at booting up. Puts my main one to shame. Right, come on. And it's so faster than my main one. Shouldn't be long. Then we shall get Lion onto this bugger. Hopefully that's a proper good copy of Lion. I mean, original version. What we got? That's Merc. Excellent. There she is. 4 gigabytes of memory. Problem solved. Although shortly she's going to have a hell of a lot more than that. So what I'm going to do, zoom out, and because it's not got all the fans running, make sure it's cooled properly. Putting the side on. There we go. Right, and that back, swing that around, and checking the camera. We're now ready to shove Lion up this bugger's ass. Let's just go. Where's he gone? Is he somewhere? 10.7.2. I believe that's the one. That's the one. Let's try it. Open. Yes, continue. Agree. Agree. That one, install. It's only an 80 gigabyte hard drive, but we will get a bigger one in and just clone it at a later date. There we go, installing. I'll be back shortly. Okay, so it's just started a restart, so we can see if it does anything on the reboot. It's going to do any fancy sort of music and pictures for us like we used to do when we booted. I don't know if Lion does it. I've not dealt with Lion before. I have seen a couple of videos, and apparently it's not the most stable, it's not the best release ever, but it is what it is, and it's the best this can have. Obviously it's first boot with the operating system, so it's going to take a little bit longer. Installing. So yeah, we're going to have to configure it first, aren't we? Yeah. Okie dokie, so a bit more of this to go. Oh, half an hour. Okay, plenty more of this to go. So let's see if I can catch the video if it plays it when it's finished installing. We'll be right back. Let's see if we can get the fan fixed before we do we're doing the CPU upgrades. We'll be back. Right, cut that on time. Lion has installed allegedly and is just rebooting for the first time. So let's see if we get the old video and stuff that was traditional around this time. Do miss those days, but ho hey ho hum. got a G5 on the right to fix here as well. PSU we're going on that, so we'll see in future videos what's going on with that. In the meantime, come on, let's boot. Oh, well, we're at it. I've just been in my little supplies and found a 250GB hard drive. So if this is successful today, I'm going to clone that over to this one, because that's only an 80. They did come with 250s originally. I can probably give it the 80 back as a secondary hard drive, but I don't know what I'm going to be doing with this, so we shall see if it requires it. It'll probably not require more than that, to be honest. But there we go. Hard drive spinning away. And of course we'll be experimenting with the SSD to see what it does with that. Right, let's have a quick sip of tea while it's doing what it does. Ooh, I've never had lime before, so that sounds wrong, doesn't it? Yes. Right, okay, we are standing at the moment 2 GHz dual core processors, 4 GB of RAM, 80 GB hard drive, which is far less than it should came with, but there we go. So at the moment it doesn't do the video. Disappointed. Got iCloud though. We don't need to set up iCloud. No. Is it going to throw anything else at us? Nope. Don't appear so. We've got a Bluetooth symbol now. We didn't have a Bluetooth symbol before. And it says Stephen. Wow, that's nice. So what I'm going to do at this point is install... I don't know what it will do, because with this spec it might run Halo fine as it is, but we'll have a quick run of Halo, see how it does, and then come back and do the upgrade. So you can sort that fan out. Probably not, but yeah, well. And we'll bookmark it, Geekbench again with the 3 GHz dual core processors and see what difference that makes. Right, let's get installing. I'll be right back. Right, I am just downloading programs like Geekbench and stuff, and I found I've got the same problem as it's my natural hair colour had when he put Chrome on his. It flashes rapidly. It didn't do this under Snow Leopard, but under Lion you get all this flashing. So it's fine in Safari and stuff, but Chrome likes to flash. It only appears to be when it's telegus. Let's just go some website there. Yeah, that works fine. Seems to be when there's certain types of scripts running, like pictures of videos and stuff. Doesn't like them. But, oh well. Right. Well, gonna find a better browser for this. Be right back. Okay, that issue has been resolved. If I just do that. There we go. Chrome is no longer flashing. Now, how did I resolve that? Well, after much research and faffing, I found that if you go to settings, go down to show advanced, what you'll need to do is deselect use hardware acceleration when available, and when you do this it will say aside of it requires reset. Don't reset the browser itself, reset it. So through that link it came up and no issues. Now we need to find games to test on this, so wish me luck. Okay, I've rebooted the machine to make sure any processes that were going aren't going. And what we're going to do, Geekbench it as it is, and then take it down, swap the processors over for the 3 GHz dual core ones, and put this drive in ready to clone across, and then we'll Geekbench it again, see what the new score is. Let's just quickly run Geekbench. This will be the 32-bit version. Don't. Right. The Cinebench, because it's just a tryout version, so did quickly try this out, see if it works, and yeah, first time I've ever heard the fans run on this. So back in a moment once it's done its stuff. Right, okay. On this one, we can see that we got an overall Geekbench score of 4,221. Processor integrated performance 3,579. Memory performance, that will change on a later update. Take into account this is the 32-bit version of the test. Yeah, and I've been doing some reading, so I've also found out, just in case you're interested, there's all that stuff. Yeah. I also found out that the Cinebench R15 works as well. So if I open that, close that, I accept. Just get rid of that. Make sure everything's fair. And what we'll do, we'll run Cinebench on this. Right. I could run it on OpenGL as well. I'm not sure the effects of this, but okay. We will speed this up because this is going to take a little while, and then we can run this afterwards and do a direct comparison on this benchmarking as well. So, we'll be back in a moment. In fact, I'll just record this and speed it up. Or should I? Because this is going to take ages. Nah. I'll be back. Right, and for that one, I suppose, we scored 197, which is lower than the Core i5 just. 214. 2-core 4T, whatever that means. I'm sure somebody will be able to tell me. So we got a score of 197. I'm not going to run the OpenGL because that's for the graphics card, and that at this point is not getting an upgrade. So I know it's the weak spot, but we will get that sorted eventually. So time to tear this thing down, replace its CPUs. Join me on the floor. Right, time for surgery, so let's open her up and get on with this. First of all, we need to get that out anyway. Ooh, it's warm. So this has already been off, so it's actually quite easy to remove. If you're removing that for the first time, you may have to get that cage off, but in my case, that's not a factor. This fan, oh, it's screwed in there, isn't it? Which means I also have to take the hard drive out, which is not much of a problem. There it is. Right. Screw back here. Can be a bit fiddly, but there we go. Right, here's the fan unit, which is making a horrible noise. So take this tape off for now. And once again, see, I cannot make it recreate that noise. When it's sitting here. So does seem a little bit looser, but hey, there's no sign that it's catching the fans or anything. So, with these processors in, I don't know how hot it's going to get, so it could be worthwhile me having that one running. That's just discoloration on there. I thought, yeah, some of the blades just dirtier looking than others. Just going to clean the fans and everything. Yeah, it's all custom interface, so I can't replace that easily. And getting that out is screws. Oh no, little pop things, evil little pop things. I'm not going to disturb them. It runs that way. So, must be a bearing. See if I can get some WD-40 or something in there later, because I don't have any around. Yes, may have to run with that making a noise for now, because hang on, for the new I'll have to look in a bit because I can't find the straw, but I'll blow it out with some compressed air for now. I'll have to do it. Okay, next job, get these CPUs out, and it looks like I do after all have to take the memory tray out. Oh well, not a massive job. This is not quite what I was expecting, so I'm going to have to can't quite see how this is removed, so yeah, I'm gonna have to look this up. I'll be right back. Okay, I have that out. I did not think that was going to come out. Believe me when I say, you do not want to see how hard that was to get out. You will cringe. It goes that way. Remember, it goes that way. Phew. Yeah, that was a pain. Involved a debit card and pushing that under there to release these pins, and I'm pushing a lot harder than you're comfortable with to get them out. It's not a nice process. Now, I've got to remove those things. I'm going to put my card away before I lose it. Okay, going to remove the heat sinks. First of all, I have to take out the temperature sensors. There's one here. Note to self, facing that way and over there. And there's one, you won't see it on camera, but it's hidden back there, which goes straight up. Right, time to remove the processors themselves. This is going to be fun because this doesn't actually reach to the top, but I think my hex screw, oh poo, it's too small for the job. God, look, bollocks, I need a 3 to order one, damn it. I'll be back. Right, that was a stroke of luck. As you saw, the 2.5 I bought for this fits the G5, doesn't fit the Mac Pro. But so I went to my Allen key set, which are not long reach. Well, it turns out it doesn't need them. And my 3 is the one size that's missing. But I've managed to find this in the bottom of another toolbox. It's rusty, but it'll do their job. And we can get these processors out. We are cross unthreading them so that we don't warp the heatsink. And when doing this, these will not come out. They're designed to stay in, which is handy because it's awkward to operate down here. But you can hear them clicking when they're fully extracted. There's one. Yeah. Let's put it there. There's a processor. Okay, let's take the processor out now. Minimise damage to it. There she is. Ta-da! There's a 2.0. So put that safely over here out the way. That'll be living in the bag that the other one has just come out of. And time to remove heatsink numero 2. That is actually already sort of loose. Surprising. Oh well. There we go. And she's out. There we go. That's another one. Right. And the second processor. There she is. Right. Noting that the little mark is there. So I'll take them out. And what we'll do, get the gunk off the heat sinks. And I shall return. Right, okay, I've now got nice shiny heat sinks and 2 new processors. Just show you the heat sinks. Didn't take much convincing to get that off, so there we go. Sorted. Now put the processors in. We noted that the little triangular mark is at the top left as I'm looking at it. And that just goes straight in. Clips down. And it's in. This one. Oh, I'll raise the cage. Silly Billy. That's what that's there for. Right, and same way around again. Cage down, press that down, and she's in. Right, we will need, of course, to put some contact paste in. Just a small bead in the middle should spread out and coat the entire thing. There we go. And this is why people go say, "Hey, you've done too much." Sod you. Mine. Right. Okay. Heat sink's back on. Now that one is heading out that way. I've now forgotten which one was which. No, that's that one. So its cable naturally falls to that port. Yeah, so, and that one naturally goes that way. It's not, well, they do actually have to be the right one. That's they won't be fitting. I'm going to put this one in first because that's the more awkward one from the back. There's my Allen key. Right, and let's see if we can't get this bugger back in. Now this actually goes behind the tray and I haven't put it there. Can I get it round without having to? In other words, can I do a lazy man's job? And okay, looks like the answer to that is no. So I'm going to put that cable around the back of there first. Right, I switch the camera off and I'll be right back when it's done. Now I know I said not to bolt them this way, but what I've done on this one is just lightly put that one in. So I've got guidance for that one. That one's in now. So I got guidance for that. I know that it was aligned when working on that awkward buggy at the back there. But now I've got the cable going the right way. We should be able to sort this out. So I shall continue doing this, and we'll be back And I have succeeded. Ow. Succeeded. Yes, it's an awkward. Okay, it is done. I'm not going to do all this again in a few weeks. Christ. Heat sinks are on. I've plugged them into their relative little ports for the heat sensors. Memory is in. I had a bit of trouble with this fan. It moved in this area. I had to force it back. And that tray was a pain to get in as well. Make sure you get that the right way around, else it's going to get stuck. Believe me, I know. The fan is in, but I haven't taped it up. We'll see if it makes noises. If it makes noises, we'll get it out for the next part of the video. Hard drive is back in. Second hard drive is in, just supported by this little bit of tape because it's got no caddy, but it is in. We'll see if that fires up. What we'll do now is put the top on, wire up, fire up, see if it works. Ink. Get a quick Cinebench, and we'll do the hard drive copying for another video, perhaps. I don't know, see how it goes. But anyway, let's get this connecting back up. Right, moment of truth. Have we got a 3 GHz dual core Mac Pro, or have we got a brick? Wait, let's have a look. No flashing lights. Good. A bong. Doubly good. Let's see. I've got the 2 hard drives on it, so. Ooh. Oh dear. I wonder if that's because there's 2 hard drives in it. Might be. I shall. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, it's just searching the second hard drive for an operating system. But we're off. There we go. Phew. So yeah, we'll do a quick Geekbench thingy and a Cinebench thingy. See what difference it made. I think it's 4,200 and something on the last one. So what we got now? I've got to do that operation again for another upgrade. So yeah, that's fun. Your disk you're inserted is not readable by this computer. Yeah, we know that. But we're not going to initialize it at the moment. I'll just bring you in closer. That is for another video. So, ping. Let's get you nice and level. Dude, don't I look after you. There we go. Right. Bring you in closer. But we don't want it. We want it ignored. And we want about this Mac. 2 times 3 GHz dual core Intel Xeon. Oh yeah. 4 GB of memory. Yeah, that's gonna change soon. So what we need to do on that one, it was 42. I can't remember the exact number. I'll put it up on the screen, but it's gonna be different in it later. Let's Geekbench it. Run benchmarks, and then we're doing a Cine one, and we'll clone the hard drive. I may still do the hard drive cloning on this video, but I'll do that tomorrow, not tonight. So let's see what happens. I'm back in a sec when that's done, but it looks like it's running a lot faster so far. Ah, here we go, and there's Neil talking to me, the guy who arranged these processors for us. So we've gone up from 4,200 to 6,106. Score! Obviously these will be higher as well, apart from the memory, which is the same, so that's no problem. Let's now go to Cinebench and see what Cinebench makes of it. I'll get rid of all these because they are important to get rid of them. It's important to get rid of them. It wouldn't affect the performance either. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Your score. Come on, where's my score? I'm just trying to find the it did save my last one. Anyway, let's run a new one and see what it comes up with. That seems to be running much faster, just on a visual check there. Okay. Oh yeah, that's my old one. Sorry, that is the last one. Here, 197. Let's see what we get this time. Back in a sec. This is still running, but I've just noticed, I just thought of something. Have you noticed? Just have a listen for a second. Have you noticed how quiet it is? That second fan is running, but it's not making a noise. So blowing it with compressed air has solved it. Stop clicking. Wow, fixed. Ooh. That's lovely and quiet. And the fans have not picked up during this process. And we have a result 287, which has jumped above the i5 now. But yes, that is not the entire story, because we have more upgrades to come, including processor, memory, video card eventually, and we've still got to do the transfer. So I'm going to go and have a drinkies now, and I shall do this transfer back in the morning or the afternoon. For me, that'll be 12 hours or so. For you, that'll be this jump cut right now. Right, it is nearly 24 hours later, and we are going to clone the 80 gig hard drive onto the 250 gig hard drive. This is a process that will be done another time soon when we try this with an SSD, but for now it's getting this put on. So apparently the first thing we need to do is to format the drive within OS X. It's sitting on that white screen because there's two hard drives and it doesn't know what it's doing at the moment, but yes, that will be done within OS X, and then we'll go into recovery and I'll show you what we do there. Be back in a moment when that's booted. Right, fortunately on booting the system has preempted our actions, throw it off, and very low battery warning. Right, and it's asking if we want to initialize the disk, which is exactly what we intend to do. So if we initialize, getting disk information, and that one, it doesn't know what that is yet, so erase, format, okay. It doesn't like it. Partition, name, one partition, options, okay. Doesn't appear to like that one. Don't switch, restore, don't say it again, don't switch, switch. Total capacity 0 bytes. Right, okay. Not sure what to do here, so I'm going to go Command R, have a look at the restore and see if there's any option in there that where it will recognise it, because that doesn't want to play. Be right back. Okay, we've concluded that it ain't going to read that, and I don't have a PC that could deal with it. I have the G4, but I'm not sure if that can read 250 gigs to deal with that. But before I try that, I found a 2 terabyte one. I don't know if this can take 2 terabytes. I'm going to have a look. Hang on. Right, okay, I've had a quick squits on the forums, and it appears that you can put 2 terabytes in this easily. So I'm going to swap that over, get back into System Restore, and see if it will recognise it. I'll be back once we're back into System Restore. Right, she's just booting into System Recovery, but I do have hopes for this because As you saw with the last one, it took ages at the white screen before the Apple symbol came up. This one, it came up almost straight away, so maybe there's a problem with that disk. It was trying to sort it out, but let's have a look. Now is the moment of truth. 80 gig, 2 terabytes. There we go. Hey, partition. One partition. So it's 2 terabytes. Mac OS X extended. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to partition it back to 1. And then we're going to do the copying. We can revert as well, that's handy. Once that's done, right, okay, we are going to restore it. Source is that one, WD80. Alright, so we should be able to just drag that one in. And the source is that one. Okay, restore that. Are you sure you want to erase and replace contents with the Contents Mac Pro? Yep, erase. Restore failure. Invalid argument. What am I doing wrong? The contents of that one. Restore. Yes. Let's have a look at this. Source, destination. Okay, let's try that one. The source is Mac Pro. Yep. That one will be the source is Mac Pro, right? And the destination is that one. Let's see. Oh, it's going this time. Okay, so it's going to be the sub one. There's not the main directory information type things. Hope you can see this. I'll try my best to get it looking good on the video. 4 minutes. Okay. Wow, 4 minutes to copy that. That's impressive. Okay. Sorted. Right, it is done. So in theory, we should be able to take out, excuse me, take out the 80 gig, put the 250 in the first, put the 2 terabyte in the first slot, and we should have life. So I'm going to swap that over, and I'll stop recording when I press the power button again. We'll see what happens. Right, that is done. So let's press power. See what happens. And coming on, white screen. To be honest, I don't think I put the driver in right. I'll be right back. Right, just realised when taking the drive out, what I hadn't done, by different else, is I partitioned, got carried away with partitioning it, but didn't erase it. So I think that's our issue. We're going to have to erase this. Mac OS extended journal, name Mac RGVX Pro. Make sure I'm getting the right one, it's 2 terabyte. So I'll erase it and then copy over again. So hopefully that will work. I'll restore it from that one again. Source is RGVX Mac Pro. Destination is that one. And restore. Erase. Right, see if that works. I'll run that, swap the drives over, and I'll be back when I boot it again. Right, I restarted this, and notice I've been an idiot. The original hard drive, the 2 terabyte, has got 2 partitions, one of which has the Mac OS X base system in it. So, what I've been trying to do is partition the new one with a 150 gigabyte partition that it can boot off of. But it's not having it. It keeps saying can't unmount it. So what I'm going to do is just give up on this, go into Lion, go into Lion and find some cloning. Excuse me. Find some cloning software. Let me clone the drive directly. That's probably an easier way to do it. So let's get to that stage. Right, after a quick bit of research, I found a program called Carbon Copy Cloner, and this version 3.5.7, which works on Lion. Got a 30-day free evaluation, so it looks simple enough. Try out. And set your source, RGBX Max Pro, destination 250. Delete anything that doesn't exist on the source. This collection of settings offers a traditional clone without an archiving safety net. There's nothing on that drive I need. So, right, clone. Let's see. It's tasked me to delete some files and folders from RGVX Mac Pro 250. Yeah, I hope it deletes everything. Okay, continue. Put in one's password for this to occur. And there we go, gathering information, and we just have to wait, and hopefully this will do it. Right. Back in a moment when that's finished. Right, it is a warm day. Yum, yum, yum. But that took a little bit longer than it took the other one to do, which is 4 minutes. So we should now have that cloned. So if I shut this down, swap those hard drives over, hopefully I shall boot off the 250. I'll eat my ice cream, then I'll find out. Right, swapped in, so let's see what she does, if anything. Nothing. Nothing, nada. It's interesting. It might go into the boot selector menu. I'll leave it running for a few moments and we'll see what's what. Okay, a couple of moments later, and we have the Apple symbol, and something is happening. That's a good sign. Yep. I'll see in a moment when something does happen. Be right back. And, ladies and gentlemen, we have a desktop. We have a successfully cloned hard drive. It just took a while to boot up. I'm not sure why that is. Just make good. Everything's good. And yes, seems to be fine. I'm just going to reboot it again and see if it's a bit faster on its second attempt. Let's see. I was just going to sit there white for ages again. We do not know. I do love watching the fans. You might be able to just see them spinning on the thing, but in real life you can see the fans spinning behind there. It's quite mesmerising with those holes. Yes, it's definitely taking a while to boot on this drive. That's just weird. I don't know why that is. I'm going to ask in the forums just to see. Okay, I've had a nosy around and you've got the option in settings for the startup disk. So I've clicked on this one and it's greyed out now. Clicked up, changes and restart. So I don't know if it was looking at, yeah, so that has changed. So it was likely looking for the other. Is it when to restart the computer? Yes. So it was likely looking for the other one to boot off, which is why it's taking so bloody long. Let's see if that changes things. Bong. Yes, there we go, straight into the Apple logo. So should get a nice fast boot now. Yes, this video is extremely long. But next video, we've got another processor upgrade. I'll do that as a tutorial, so I'll talk through it step by step so everybody can see what I'm doing. We're also going to be upgrading the memory, and then we're going to be try-booting this, and we've got an SSD to try in it as well, to see if that makes, or what difference that actually makes to this system. So there we go. It's now gone from 2 GHz dual cores to 3 GHz dual cores, and from 1 GB of memory to 4 GB of memory. So there we go. Look forward to the next step on this adventure with this Mac Pro. So if you enjoy these sorts of videos, then please like the video and subscribe and hit the notification bell. You can also join us in Facebook and Twitter, and if you wish to support the channel, you can do through Patreon. Other than that, thank you very much for watching this entire very long video. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much.
You need to quit being dirty. You're a dirty boy.